Abisa for ya da mo ase mo atwen ya me adan ye ho akwa ba e ma mo pa se dan da mo hwe United Television na maye number 1 entiensi from kra wo anope ya de Nsroma dwumadi so fa ya dru so ne se ensem ankrata ne de ba ye ne ye ba badwendwen ho na ya bobu ho enu na ya ye kanse ye ba ne ya ba bedi Ghana enkomo no ansa na ye beti asimo no ene obi si ya wo ko red carpet na me se hwe na no me na mo ko red carpet na ja me no ene dwada no pe me so ma ba blue carpet what oh, enti Azel no Azel say ya na sem pese o we blazers na me say Azel Mary redodo na Azel so ne boase say efe and e corporate kama obetumi ahye enti e chese senka we me the co party and nka me the red carpet I've love it sa Azel sa no efe enti na da me come for ne ma no say onya daje na wato ne boase nwanwena tade no ehyewa na enhume na ni details and then the finishing so on point me come for Azela ma friend 0244 155 266 0244 155 266 Azela na a star for every story and I'm eating so my catch say me bo me ti ade me pe wo ho no me dane ne ha na me so ne ha enti me locks ya me soft locks na and na nema so ne pony kama no e tili GH and oboma me tell ye braids e locks and a wope braids need the nkrofokra frabruchi e batili GH into to Ghana na omo braids or tili GH and ye na unyambo wuti omo ho ha no mo sa no nso efe fra wo mo 0244 808730 omadaroma enano pay wo ma me ayeki kusa no make up ne di fie he ya abne edi ne ano paying komo aye bono eni ye hwe posi ni nunu ya semi ade ba kasa nko a ena mu nyina mu wa adwuma mu senka abontin su ni aye be kasa hey etu akodi nsabone mu na we dey etu okita the right person and so share wu a wode adie ye be kan saying tragedy hate police senior officer runs a mock shoot dead junior colleague and the BIA is snitch aka you know adwumayefo kwa ahomegye mu a de yede ma won bumo de yede ma won kakra o ya na esua na na Dr. Foyitem kran akasai o say adwumayefo akatua ne ya na esua kra nti enkunta mabubu ne chese enipa be se empem ahenum ne akirei bosumi akatua de ma omo no enu 500 cedis na ukomu details ana be wanye se enkwala na se bia ye bade adwuma mo ebusumi adwuma nkasa na da bia ya mihia doctor ya o cheche sa se no Foyitem kra cheche obi wa bi o wa adwuma oje be 3000 bosumi oje 5000 bosumi so be komu no na fa dodo na ya allowances 8500 no na ye ni base pay eno so na senate su gina no mo atenten to ho no no mo gina sonso e de agya wo kwan no mo de ama bosumi bibi twitwa ho no enti se wo base pay ni so a na chese ne wontinto no so be ketu abi enu no wo chechiri mu enti ye beka no sen na afi ya tiesi politics no emu and it's saying relying on a solid Akufo-Addo Bawumia legacy while campaigning against Bawumia na chese we na kuti abona abemu no ene damanim the new publisher or say ebinom sa ne kikaka ho amanfo ye campaign tia Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia enso ono ni mampani na nado die ya na muka na de FSHS abai nti sa no na mukoya na mobai tie kuti abona abemu nyame ya adomu a say NDC beko mo primaries no this weekend 13th eno no say election 2024 Dr. Adofo Kasa don't gamble with Mahama NDC guru tells delegates we ensem one pay ye dwendwen ho ye fa social one no free ho ni dwumanfo de na de aka ne de nie na wo matiesim ye nkonko a anopay Alhaji Mohammed Nazir mi hu na che papa nti ewom se owura Bernard Mona na di kan ba ye de wo bantem so no e run away man wo kohye mu afi no waba nti Alhaji Mohammed Nazir su kohye mu mi hu na che ena ne wabe or former national communications officer NDC Zongo Caucus ono no wote be me pe wudi sala so nche badeka de sala.
Thank you.
And ura Bernard Mona or your political activist on the inkwajina nsani ebua munim ne dada or your many for pa braben akwaba
Yeah, my Joseph.
Me that's it. And Honorable Carlos Kingsley Ahinkra. Yana Brofunman, Honorable Carlos Kingsley Ahinkra, MP Tema West. Okay. And I DMB Shadow DA. Prince, what did you ranks in the but to the M fine no man. It's okay. Honorable. There be Mr. Former the Trades Minister, Deputy. Shadow. Okay. All right.
Shadow day.
Ose. Menka o TV so. Se I know, some minister am so odi Dubai o. Odi Dubai at nantwie time. O kapa catch say me Trades Committee chairman. Enu there ba na me call ye. Enu ho there no call ye fanfare. Hey, oye adwuma nya honorable. You do you
no pay me na me topic lana.
O say
me na me topic lana.
Oh, na dem ma fans na dey ye nkwa su ma na. Si betwam wasum kakra. Betwam wasum kakra na we me hu watch o. And last week me hu ya mama dey.
Be 2 Mondays nearby.
Okay.
So previous one Salah for a holiday. And I will see a friend saying if you want to
na nkonwa kra ko che nkonwa ne mpa ni nyina na watwa abetu status.
Aya na nyewa politics na ye no obi obai wa ye de hu ne wa ye den wa ye henti se we adom bisa na we de akwakofa ba die
now back and
in fact honestly speaking one class of ba menka headmaster ya no pay our frame na me nyimpo say
you want to say to me say na nkonwa ne bank beds 200 ne mattress 400 so na papa ye twa beto
keke
enye keke wo
na wo bi a twa photo say crowford da toilet so
na nkonwa no anya wo Ghana
Debbie
Ukraine Germany and Holland adenti
ne penentem
Ghana for nyentem
ebeche and at time I mean information no anytime omode your friend say
na Holland no say wo kraba shipping na anya 3 weeks in ebedi
well any year ni be 3 weeks because normally 14 days 18 days
na no ka cheche ma artisans no mo kroma no kakra nko mo ntumi nye
wo nya ne time wa wo pe na wo nya ne se ne wo pe so so wo hwa we afebo metal yeah that's why different wood no
na ye training TV for no muntimi mo nye won
e be kakra ne sa
training mo wi anu akokra ba
oh efia
yeah
e be kakra TV for ne be no ha ene me no ka say first your friend say fufu pan machine na ka craft fabric neighbor and no gratis foundation omo ye better one quality one omo has na ba install ya ma at a very very moderate price it is had it started kakra we SOS na menya no say nkwala ni bi beda form nkwala ni bi gina omo nya akonwa ntraso na yentumi ntwen
SOS no munim say capacity no caution they will be facing that challenge other na say yen shedam plan bisa ono Abuja SOS ne ka
yeah some dey work kan about the point but they all can hear correct name say education minister say okay ye dey be bebre o enso time ebeba no na ebi akwa delay kakra because obo show other schools so ebedru so na ebi na oyako end of the term kra say met me aboa na say me old student and I'm a constituency meet me aboa I don't see any reason why no.
Oh mo ano de why are na two hours fans no na what say politics into
there be fans in your Ifrim Lashibi community school
almost the number on your status me I hardly watch status but me hu ye
say na hu ye nye we go try okay yeah
wo fa
ni na boma baso
yeah afi ye nkoye nim kakra na ben police ni asemi what say yet o say me worry ni senka obi hunu anase civilian na tutu na yaka say arms in the main small arms in wrong hands blah 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 but we kita police officer e dey abufuo nko any argument nko na be mo ahwe colleague anim so ye junior nti we shooting wakuno oma leti won kafra mo mfa nche no konta
ba na me ba be sakura ba won say na me wosimiti
ye de yon ko so pacho ye nkwe
Maminchi Alaji Nasiru and the Honorable MP Carlos Ahinkra Odimikaso Ontia.
Odewoka.
Odimika.
Ada auto on the
Besano.
Bema na auto on the dia. Oh, okay. Any me can be. Ono ye adwuma Carlo King. Ah, company ni dey no. Eh, any wontua no wontua was net nso.
Na otua na oso abetena mekam na watwa 7 a. Yehu obi a ohye Calibis pay SC atade na meso meti bia ma no.
Wo ka no mentine me wo fa ka na me fo.
Ya wo fa yi a obo mudin bebrebe I suspect you.
Hey, me ofa ne dance there. Oya me ofa o.
Sa na ya o ka say wo ofa ne Carlos Ahinkura enso.
We do onye ofa papa. We onye ofa otimu dwane koja me hwehwe no kura me hu no.
Na and me na mo discuss ya na. Yes police for eko. O police dey ku police ni. Ka ho ase bra me I discuss.
Ah o kan for me ofa wo say won ka dey. Wo say ya Nick is a nice man. No. Na say o dey onye nice.
Me nice.
Yeah.
What is that?
Mami Shasia Emma.
That's nice. We are talking about nice people. Don't bring yourself.
Yeah, some
who got the niceness here from Pai Ho.
Yeah, me nice.
Yeah, Mami Shasia Emma, the family of Constable Bati. Near Esiano, and yeah, Adia Obia Ebetimi Adam Ajum. But etasi ewo most of the security agencies.
Sir.
Etasi pa.
Wow.
This is not the first time me mati say.
Is he mistakenly and is he on some argument and somebody getting angry?
And yes, say anger. Sometimes no. These personnel say obi ebedi ASP. Naturally say sometimes now I check with police. They go through a lot of psychological trauma. They go through a lot of frustrations.
Okay.
Inti edu bebiano, ana bebino, it is important that we should check up on these personnel and their mental alertness. But yentimi and yanusa. Very good. Yeah. Because they go through a lot of trauma. And sometimes because of service discipline, yeah, some of these people go through some of the worst scenes. But and it affects them, it harms them, and they are not able to say. Until you can see that they are suffering some mental derailment. Yeah, mental derailment mechanism.
Omunya adwimu sinto kakra
na we awaka no asanti etwi mu kasi se meya de aka ntiminka nte ya na odi acheme se wan ye no sa na me sha se me ka dagare ya o so ntia ebe de
ba odi ha no ye di twi na ye
nti frafra eya no sa
na tie
Mr. Chai, mami nkoko my boyfriend, uko ya finu abaye nko.
It's time to start farming. And I sometimes sympathize with them. One of my young colleagues, they went on operations. We used to call him Kalia.
I don't know, your security officer.
Oh, yeah, police officer.
Okay.
One of the finest investigators I ever. Niayeti and said they went on an operation, and one of his colleagues turned and shot him. Na it's gone. And what will you say? It is one of the hazards. In this particular instance, I don't know where it was here, but that video na ko viral pa. Yehu say police officer bi ma instructions Emma junior officer and a junior officers no say on he will not take the instructions. I'm sure you saw that video. And then he turned around and instructed the nearest boss, say discipline this officer. I'm sure say you saw that. It also depends on the kind of selection into the various security agencies and the level of discipline I wo. Obi a wetimi akọ police service waye na ejuma akodu baby. Then all of a sudden, what we now describe as party police, no mobile, they don't respect the command structure. one share ya enu nyina e de ebufuo ene before you can realize ya odie bi e de ba and this situation will occur. I'm very sad say police officers are their duty and our security personnel are say omunkitetuo na omomfa mboye nyina aban no say no mutumi kitetuo a na omototo against people. Oko Uganda say a police officer turned and shot his boss. And yes, sir.
Junior,
yes.
No,
that be Oshuti minister. Minister now or guiding, you know. He turned around and shot the minister. Why? Because he's frustrated. And we have to look at some of the conditions of service. Now, fortunately, Ghana Police Service has a hospital. How many times do they allow their personnel to come and go through some regular checkups to see their level of sanity? Motumi edi ejuma no.
We have psychological checkup.
Yes. I say omonko na omon check it. Wo ya majority of Ghanaians na ya yempe checkup. So sir. Oh ho say oh yare you don't feel that you should go to the hospital to go and check say oh there na hame. Inti sometimes we think that people are normal but they are not normal. Inti o share other stories are. Now I said there were about 3 people in the car. Na police officer no, senior officer no, ASP no, na on a driver no, and na omo ye your friend saying disagreement.
Na I say daily gadgets I say na wanu monsa kakra.
Omo say wanum concoction. I say omo wanum concoction be they suspected say alcohol plus weed.
Oh, I see.
I cannot confirm or otherwise because omo say omo chance upon a certain voice. Inti papa no enum we and this other officer no constably not car nechi oba enim na ena oyi tuo no pam inti driver no managed to disarm him, but even in the course of the driver trying to disarm him now oba be tutuo no so at driver no and the driver no okaninsa. You understand? So I think that the police service should go through a lot of your friend is saying mental checks out for most of their personnel, particularly those who have gone for peacekeeping. They have gone through very traumatic situations. Ebimu can be assigned to go and cause mayhem, and then they cannot overcome the trauma. Ebina minua kwami A+. Okay, I say when your friend is saying Ken Yabua was in the police service, some people were killed. So okay.
COP Kenyebo.
Yes, now Nipebi were killed, and ono A+ Ekodru, then they asked him to go down. That the police officers came and attack you into Omukochire no pick a beer ada bibia. Your friend saying grasses have even grown under and said that it was that pickup the police were using and they were shot because of that the police killed people. So sometimes when you look at the story, you can see that they are trying to cover up. And when you are involved in such operations, those things can keep hunting you. And I think that it is a sad time. I want to encourage the IGP that beyond these immediate actions, they should take up long-term measures. That these officers can go through regular medical and mental checkup, so that we will not have the security services filled with persons whose level of sanity cannot be tested.
Alaji Mintiero.
Yo, me so be den chair so mbo ebe ma wo ne production team nyina ne minu anu ma ya betena se. Ne di kan ya de ebe ma ebusuafo ya akọ se bibisa we atro ncham kese a beto Ghana police ne ebusuafo nyina nti ma mu nyina ya akọ na ya sign so abisa because ye nyina ye ka se police fo a ya so mo so mo nkoye ejuma ana se ye ka tren so mo nkoye ejuma menti ejuma wo mo ekoye
Okay.
Free say ejuma ni mu then see wo ho then e ba ye wonjuwentwi ben ne ba ye e ba ne san kra na ye koye ejuma na obi akonu bibi ni ne ka ejuma ben potin e na Ghana police fo no so ma wo mo se wo mo nkoye wo hwe area no a ye ka ho asem wa waso unim the characteristics e wo ho enye mining ejuma na eye eku ejuma dodo ana wɔn ɛyɛ wɔ hɔ nti sɛ yɛpɛ sɛ yɛhwɛ asɛm no na yɛtumi hu beebi asɛm no da na yɛtumi ɛyɛ biribi fa ho deɛ ɛm sɛ ɛsɛ fata nso sɛ polisifoɔ no bɛma yɛaso ate edwuma pɔten a yɛso ma wɔn kɔyɛ a ɛfa mu a obi ɛhwere ne nkwa na yɛahwɛ wɔn mmienu nso history sɛ wɔn ntɛmu te sɛn ɛwɔ service ni mu as subordinate and ne senior ne yɛkeka ho because ne nyinaa no hia sɛ yɛbɛtumi ɛde abɛhu asɛm no puma sebrɛ na yɛtumi asolve going forward nia mewɔ kakra ne sɛ ma even in the story I may making here with the Guardian Times ɔmo so agye atum nti ɛnyɛ sɛ me nko ama dwen ɛna meka no
police service
police service no mo ɛyɛ one too many and especially since yenua Dr. Dampari ɛbɛyɛ IGP nti ombie n'ani kakra no ɔhwɛ wanhwɛ ni ya saa dent we ɛde bɛkɔ because when him say wabɔ ne ho bɔden arise through the ranks amanfo aka ne ho nsɛm bebree a ɛyɛ fine but sɛnea nyɔma yi si kɔ na ɛnɛ wɔne a yɛn yɛtua wɔ moka ɛsan ɛde yɛn sika taxes ɛtɔ akadeɛ a wɔn ɛde bɛbɔ yɛn ho ban na yɛde saa akadeɛ no ma wɔn na wɔn dane ɛde kum yɛn a na kyɛ sɛ asɛm kɛseɛ paa ɛma kyɛ sɛ asomdwe ɛmba ɔman no mu ɛsan sɛ polisi adwuma na nkasa wohwɛ a ɛyɛ adwuma a ɛwɔ sɛ wonya intelligence no nso wonya ɛgye sɛ wo ne civilians no the relationship no yɛ very very good na aboa ma w'adwuma no ho ayɛ ha ɛwɔ mu ama wɔtumi asolve problems no bebree ma kyɛ sɛ yɛkɔ yɛn mu no yɛnte sɛ saa nyɔma yɛ sisi I mean we cannot run away from the fact sɛ ne yɛsi wɔ adedempo a kyɛ sɛ police ni yɛsɛ yɛnya no ɛwɔ problem bi mu na yɛkɔ ba afei deɛ yɛsɛ yɛabɔ no tu ama wɔwu yɛkɔbisa yɛsɛ o ɛna ɛyɛ shootout nhwehwɛmu ne biribiara no bɛkyerɛ sɛ debi o sɛnea polisifoɔ no de asɛm no ɛto no ɛnyɛ saa na ɛte o because wɔn a wɔwɔ hɔ no ɛnso ɛyɛ polisifoɔ ɛde wɔn asɛm abɛto dwa that notwithstanding o kae na esi Kumasi just recently na police ni under no provocation even if there was any provocation bɛn ɛna ma wo ho kwan sɛ wo bɛtake obi ne life that is those are the questions nti yɛyɛ one too many in the police service media me fi say ebe ha police for no papa say me nua Bernard Eka no wo hwɛ training na ye de ma security services in general e wo de enti a ye wo mra bi a ye de yes saa ye fancy training no e wo so ye training no up to some mra bi because wo nya kodu saa training ne pe ade ba ko e be ka tell no say wo mu say wakoye medicals why bibia na wo de aba and the medicals bang and a year yet to hold na say within 3 weeks ya training be amankofo be ama pass they are in the fire service they are in the police service they are in the other services to say what mean say emre kura ye training no enso na wo aye na ya pass obi enim be infa no mo fa ye wan na koye wo screening ni ye keka ho ni nyina no obi enim even the service police for no and say service for no penny for no any ye mu ha na de nkofo abramo ye se we ye protocol muntie no na ya fix wo mo de akọ system ni mu nti ehun sonso aso no ebi na ene ya starting hu no ne nti America the period of ye best training no and say ukudu ha ye ka kira wo say yare bi wo ho a ebe pia aba ama wo hu because wo mu nim training a wo de be ma wo and indeed ukudu wo now we started training no now we timi for training ni within the period na ya set ya ma wo no se bibi wo ho ana se sento bi wo ho a ensem fata se ye di tu e be hwe wo nsem no a sa sento no be ba ma obi ehu na wo nso ye hu se ne ye de wo be enti e be sere police for no sa ene training na aba protocol 2 weeks 3 weeks 1 month 3 weeks 1 month na ye training na ye de pass nkofo no mesere wo wɔn hwɛ na wɔn nyɛ bibi ɛmfa ho na kyɛ sɛ yɛkɔ yɛn nim no yɛn hu how to solve these problems na police civilian relationship no adɔkore kɔ yɛn nim ma yɛatumi aboa wɔn besides that
all the issues I mentioned, especially the Adekye issue, police in Iwu, investigation and police for catching and say one more year. Akusi say, why and I actually na so to say ebe the tear police in Ibi say, Mamma so men kwesa because as we channel, kese, Emma to say, oya one kasa wunyam ho, enya ho fa wode enya wasumde. Until there is no need to do it to solve any problem because the consequences, you know, as I'm saying. The act now will be acting. So we want to see some of this report. We want to see a switching yedi ama wom. Now to say I deterrent ama yenia. Yes, so your way any police for no war system no a bia on also beja sa adwen we. E be ma na adwen sakra. Say
yeah, I said no. There will be say bia on be you are no but say na ye den say obe free police e bisa say o case we akosi say na first no kayetimi free na e bisa officer ya tisa assemblies ya various PROs na be okra free regional commander no but na say no as omu issue statement no no say bibi nukra na ko bisa mu say oh pacho yeti case we na say baby me ma kwan say me kasa in fact there was a communique say bibi say police for no better omune civilians kasa mu nti issue ba omu issue statement ni we are esi
correct. So that's one because yen nyina so agi to mu say with communication
and it's not though you omu say bi omu ye press conference bi so yi nsema no say case we say ha na ye dru case we say na take case we say
and a statement no kra omu de tudwa no sinto bebre wo ntino hu statement bi a onhu anu eti
no
clarification because a statement bi a wotun say ya cover baby eno na Ghana for no ntiase e no mo bi say
bi cover baby no I don't know but e bi anka yenya clarification
in the case of your person Adekye issue say how our mo statement to be tudwa na echire wo mo ho e wo service ni mo nso e dey assemble tudwa say dey bi senior normal si ko no yes awo because say le see. And apart from Adekye in other instances and also the same thing 1 year worker operations no ebeka ye wo ha na Ashanti region nipa baako 7 ye bo mutu ye di to wo mo ho say wo mo ya armed robbers later be fani am say wo mo ya armed robbers why na di to no to wo mo ho why na ya twe na so on this matter all these things are very important to say ye be twehwe mu na ye de nukre no eda bibia eda na ye ma the right information ebe boa ma ye nso ye take a decision on how to be dealing with them.
Medasi, honorable, yanka police asemi say.
Yo, ya mama nchia ona menchia. Minwa no wotia. La na so me hu wache. Be mfi be ni oni. I hope so be okay.
Oh, very well. Very well.
Really?
Now also stand election ni bia na.
Oh, they be.
What my support.
So they may support in our John Rabani Mohammed.
So say Spio Gabriel Kobio. Spio Gabriel.
So could be able to support him.
Oh, David, I can support him. So to John Mahama and support.
Now, so you are born come honorable Ceciano, you can police ni no.
I said police may can be police systems.
Oh, I see.
Now since here we support John Mahama and Queen. That's why we need parliamentary primacy be brave. I want to be with you. In the parliamentary primacy don't so I just support to be. Anka also be support it. I don't support to be.
Force justice was support to. What time na me dia ma say entry police ni na
time no be be kan me na be.
Menia Mutala Mohammed be na ye eju and support no.
Support no. Ave no you.
Mutala Mohammed was send message
Mutala really has to hear. Be na ye eju and support no. Me constituency omo ye friend say
no only a rekete. So they know what trade ministry.
Rekete go. Well, also very fine candidate. Also be supporting.
Questions are coming.
Alaji Pacho, you move your normal question and answer time to it.
More country.
For them the oil.
A good say yes I discuss it. Especially when and this phone who say President Kufuor aye dwuma pa Ghana. Na election
and how one can no say no you better so that will be at
election no na ka ho asem enti but my main chair we are say
na no I will declare say Thailand chi dey say minim crowd dey main campo
that's also you know na no asa ko fa ba eh diabolics dey wo pe
say wa
yeah
yes honorable
me na no me hu message information and as a story na mpaye keke na me bosenka enye accident na anka crachia was really and as ASP one shadow say or to dia na me bompa say anka ABI in the line of duty and as MBC said be ya you know assembly can between akwa no crime zone too but they can be different now in reading the story and knowing say me no nya kasa and as we know nya argument bruni beka no ma twetwe afiri mata so de akire so na tin hey baby edru no oh na a story na try justify say yes we track the police for sabota fracture me kan boni man this you start to try we ene and na ke kunkun ye ho me nyina ewu
you start to try we no only why
boy be come as
Ghana for amanyofo
ya police for sabota say
okay
enti che say enu cannot be an excuse because start to try be nyene na say woni wonu akuma and say o subordinate ebe ya argument na so obro so say den kra na wo kra peso no kra peso and wo do peso no be chere so to media me say bana say ka police service go masa ai me ya na me fa kwanya we so na me ma a friend saying Constable David Gabio anagasu gachi me ma na busuafo ne yire ne ma ya ko
Gati anagachi
GATSI
gachi okay
that's the spelling
yes me man yire ne busuafo nya ya ko
so GB
you see
GB let me check
me ko pe bibia ba abidi ene me be ye den nam anka me hu yi anka sorry anopa o sorry so ko adwuma den kra na anka be kire se kadwuma anka ko don konsa ma back unfortunately hwe asema kwa akoto no kwem na ye be justify we twa kakra bia ni by now yet ye din komoyi ko hwe ESP no
asem na waka
but now ko hwe ni moboro a o de hye sense wo
atinani so
nyina ya botrese ma ye kan na bi muntiase asem bi ba na se ka to bo asem ho a moment to just think about it and reevaluate that ebi anyoma nka abedwen se ana be person be nka wonye what has happened to this constable police administration making sure say they will go deep down in excavating to know what actually caused this unlawful, wicked, any idea, torrential mama atosa krachi, se baby insa happen bio. I have that strong belief. What share story no na the way up. Ye IGP, Emma, Neniko asemi home, asuma police details. Nimpeni for be two groups. First one, enko assess the situation on the ground and show how to put things right. Na second one, enko family ni ho inform sango go to na kumaswa. For me, it gives me a lot of hope. And it tells us say, police is on top of this job. But a kwembia so no sebe ya NCBU. Yenko deep down. Na yembra up with a lot of recommendations. Ebema sa mentime ho ase ene atuturu asemu a etore bi eba yenuanum bitirimu akọ me there's nothing in this way that can justify this particular kind of situation, but I think say the police for now so omehwe ho asema kan yenyama ho na yehwe ne eba kosie and ya medase so ama mesa akonya no
da mo ase papa se crash ni din no voice for me hu ni ye if you say ebisa gachi ebisa say gbati nti ye name Constable David Gbati or Gachi, Daily Guide say Gachi, but other papers Herald say Gbati and Times is say Gbati. Sometimes it be a pronunciation number ye yo Alaji yen share you my forget your own sem no na yenka.
Yeah, one of the saddest thing in this country ye can ejumafo aketua teach you crano at least say
affect you more you senate no
of course teach you crano ye say ye can as say media house na my opportunity ye dey kase
but men limiting it to media house
no me I'm saying that teach you crano
the media entuamu ye
Oh,
maybe I like to say you.
The fact is, say, the fact say, dear, and Chester, baby, dear,
yeah, and you know, Cressa, my dear Crampo.
eh, and your own no crema.
Say, I'm with the
Do fias and why, dear,
but I mean, can say, I'm with you, but say generally.
yeah, dear, my
Generally,
this a prince.
But me, myself, may come up
friends no catch out saying your man.
This is a great prince.
You and your only prince.
But I have a getting you good to swap to say.
We know a free no me man.
Why free?
Advert.
Advert.
Yeah, what done a billboard.
And then say salary on Venery.
One say Azel Vogue.
Honorable.
One say Nif.
We are no dear back a club and had the own higher topic and Anna. Go against I get your
I like way important. Then Italian team in
eyelashes and
eyelash free. Any pay no the other.
Okay, media for the come out some of you. Me twice will come in media. That is a media to be able to come out. I will pay the discussion. When the sweater, over sweater, now when you're home for so. Now also that chibi, Ode, I bet to work, I say. Me Bob Brown, Adia me to me a day but there is a lot of there's a respect any munyam kese pa e wo mu Emma say obi biara no e to me a day fa no ho e fa ne dachi na enche bia me say ye nyina ye wo krom ha na former president Kufuor obedi ade e hwe senia New Mexico. And this particular issue, I've had the opportunity to meet President Kufuor and ask him on this particular issue. And I'll catch him and say, I don't know, now one of the issues I may per se come books, you know, but I said, I'll catch him and say, oh, she said, as president, no, she contract I was signing. It is Sikadutu a woman in a kikamu. No, we na yakase bituane car, Sika ebituano niya. If we really want to curb corruption, then we need to do something about Sikana Yetichia, Ejuma form. Now, and yes, I know, to me, because then, we are manager, and I say we are worker, our particular industry. Now, Sika do eba echo. Now, you can be the amount of work. Now, then you are beginning to feel like a slave. Say we are Kwabi, ewo Jumani. Ewo mo se ejuma wura ewo investment bebree ewo risk bebree a o take in na ekeka na emom aketua no ejuma wura investment risk ni bibia no ebe free ejuma yofo no se wo mo etumi de wo makoma ba ko ye ejuma eboa obo se mfaso no ebe dɔɔso ama wo mo ama wo nso na ebia na mfaso no ba na wo nko ana wo be fa na tese wo mo mega pay no kakra na wo de ma wo de bia no a wankasa productivity no ebe kofom ama chese ebe wie ase no obehun ne se wan ye kura nkreye na wejuma kakra no na azan na se empaso na wo hwehwe no emma ba ye besere nso say this is the situation aban e won hyehyeye bi odi ato ho because obi biara obeye ejuma be it in the private sector in the public sector ye o base payer ye dey ma some base pay no aban ene the largest employer in this country inti aban the largest employer no base ben ene odi ato ho a odi tua amanfo wan kasa wo hwe se sika no yes ye di tua amanfo daily in this country and as a daily wage no now wo hwe the cost of living inflation ne ye keka ho now wo hu ne se entumi mwa I think we really must do something about it collectively. Now, yentuminya productivity no so yeden enko high. That notwithstanding, yankasa as individuals no, we cannot always depend say me ye juma we, especially in this country yen ye juma anajo, yen ye juma weekend. I say a time anka wonso if you want to expand your income no, ubetimi aye bibia fa ho. How come say metimi akọ ejuma in the ministry na mapon na ebia let me take a grocery shop can say be Malcolm ebe pon 9 o'clock Essence will be anyone be adwuma from 10 to ahomachi. Sebepon wo metumi be adwuma on Malcolm from 10 o'clock no to ahomachi. Ebi o chena me nko adwuma wo bebi a meko no. Na eno nso me de ahyemu na anka ama me double income. That is what people do everywhere to maximize.
Obetumi aye
the same thing. Na womu so a womu ntumi nto ade ewia no. Omo nya emre anadwo no omo so akoye omo shopping. Let's begin to look at it and then maximize our income. Now, I'm going to say, to expect, say, that is the only thing that will give us the profit. Ghana is expanding, Ghana is developing, and it requires that we also develop our mind to catch up with the
trend. Can see you. I don't know how much you for Kitu. Moon says I affect you more can't Jessica.
O kalo kire area ketia
Modia
besides staff back with
you committed yourself.
Adiana make us say ontuano.
I feel also say you
just say what do we need to form Ghana workers in fact omo magicians just say you work crew ade bi apese woto anasa ade bi ehia obia no ese wo yi ubutum tue ni nyina ka at once credit system enye dwuma Ghana entiama very 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 difficult for any normal worker to see yourself no matter how much you are paid so we be hu say wo so honestly speaking senkane happy wa bruchira anasa ni abruchira hu I am be a friend of plastic a show butum. As a need Chiaoka. Now, person to see no Waketian and so on. Which with the plastic that I could talk. Now, anytime, and I say, how long will be out here? And can work a bien be complaining. But we, ye can say, Sabita Fracture, address a cry into me and please see Nipebia with a specific address. It we can say you have a credit system ama obi enya plastic at the bottom no the credit card and you know na Africa and Ghana in particular you see kasema na you if you see kasema no ensheda to 2 year ma obi aso na ho akire no but yen five mra ema to story na nkasanga ewo papers ni no we dey yes net for na complain say workers salary a yedima won ensunti no ama state contribution no ayana ensani na apart from saying ensani no so no worker nankasa no ngokrabom anane mre wabom no sika ese yedima no kodehwe ne ho no ayana enso esua yes na wodwen ho se be se ene Ghana na woko pension ese ma 300 cedis a month nkwampo na wote onana bi ani obabi ani 300 cedis a month one have electricity ebesa enunti ama aye a major source of concern to snitch for any your friend is saying o mamuna nkasa nyina say yampe kwan bi so na yamfa nso so problem ya eba student contribution kra no enko nanim se ne mo hwe no because basically so wo hwe contributors say here one more salary between 2,000 and 5,000 only about 27% of the total working force are in place. Now, how can you rely and have a sustainable contribution? A beboa mine, a beboa snit. Not only 27% of the people are on your contribution, no, and on salary quite more. A bit when substantial, a friend saying recoupment. And the how we can manage this particular, salary and friends remuneration, friends the packages are. Yedima workers. And inquiry, when you come to the private sector, it is your ability to pay. And yet, force or boss so be about age more heavy and tuano 200,000 as a 300,000 Papa now no what jumano or send me a juma we. Mese mo me hye nsuo yimfangu kopu mu na mo nkata so mo ya memo bia 20 Ghana se wo pe a obakoye wankoye a ontu benchu mantu manyi ba de ese papa no so hunu se 20 Ghana ya wo de ma me se metra hon mu 8 hours enye na afra na pakosi anwune menya dwuma bia na ma me sa 20 Ghana so me di kofi a ebetumi amame any relief in terms of akohoma body any other utilities ebetua. Yeah, it has been established through research. Se Ghana ha we pensioners ekufia only about 2% of them and omonye ejuma bia da ometumi survive on their own. About 18% of the remaining, 18-20% of the remaining, you know, would have to live with help from friends and family. The remaining 80%, you know, have to work again and sana almost no. And two means the workers' pension as a workers are kept na the man kasa TTB2 as enkokrabo musika no. Enya dia esumbo na konanim ama aboa enkrofo nkokrabo. Ana enso so sa wokohwe adwuma so yate o Ghana na se adwuma yate o ha ne aketua de mankrofo na. Eno nso yentumi pressure ana yentumi fa pressure nto adwuma wurafo so se mumfa sika emfa nka enkrofo eyi ho aketua ho na ma yenso yentumi ate ebi ato ma omudi ashomo omkokrabom ndi akoye a 22 situation me ne mesere ne say at this moment yet me identify as a problem obi kai say government is the biggest employer in this country, which of course to me is a very dangerous thing to happen to any country. The moment a government be the largest employer no e ma government wage bill kosro it is kabi abambeji bia no na kwa akodidi ho. So government creating an enabling environment, na private sector take over, near to team you might be companies, the factories near the day. Na mabunu any one more near Jumaye, it me a move towards Adamo gravitated towards that friend saying Juma a bois, Emma some sanity, but a bayankas handling. There's a youngest yaka, and as a yati say Sika yaji in terms of revenue in our Ghana Hano. A covenant statutory payment, compensation, and interest payment. Which just animal means we are Sikano Asa. And this started not today, it started a long time ago and is still in force going the same trend. And it is a Kobana sa, Nasa Bayan Pekwan Biso, I'm aware you know free situation, and yes, enough and Fabian development. Nasa Nina Kokoya maintenance, Sika, there's nothing going to production. Ebeha or Mino, Ebeha Yankasa. And I'm of the firm belief, say, there's a way we can resolve this matter. Dr. Tinkrine identified a problem. No? I'm challenging him to come up with a solution, and let's see how we go.
Thank you. Ben.
Yeah.
Yes, Ben.
Say government becomes the largest employer. It's dangerous. As you become the largest employer.
Maybe because of background, no, you're mainly socialist.
That be. But all the companies, all the companies now government eka say they want to state access na kwa Nsroma ejaimaye. Our government after government or mobile or moka say the state has no business in running those businesses. Yet tong yano. What is the composition of employees as compared to the other time and the benefit that the state has earned from those places? From Ashanti Goldfields, yetong ye. To Ghana Telecom, yetong ye. To Ghana Airways, yatong. To Nsawam Canary, yatong. To GNTC, yatong. Tell me that there is a commensurate increase in employment from the private sector. In most instances, those companies have collapsed. So you don't sit on a platform and tell me that the state has no business. In fact, when the state was running these things, majority of them were breaking even, making profits and employing people. And they were paying them well. And I'm a private sector. Ghana Telecom, yetong ma Vodafone. Less than 10 years, Ghana Telecom, Vodafone, they invested. We sold Ghana Telecom in order to balance 1 year budget deficit. And yes, sir, at the end of the day, they have made all their money. And then they have decided that they are going. They don't need any more money from Ghana. Until Omotong Emma company be Omo friend Telcel. The people of Ghana continue to suffer near year train from Ghana Telecom and Vodafone say we are waiting for tax revenue in order to become rich. When we had direct revenue, because you use voice, you use data, and we use many other products from the telecom sector, which we were paying, because they see and the taxes will be also your friend is saying talk tax in so you were making direct revenue. So see you lose the benefits of those direct revenue. You understand? You lose the benefit. So don't come and tell me that the state, when the state is the largest employer. No, when the state employs in lucrative sectors like the telecom sector, like the mining sector, like the aviation sector, you can make more money. You cannot be creating and constructing airports when you have sold your only airline. It doesn't make common sense. So I don't sit with that argument. Mr. The other thing I make person make
common sense tree and carb to me can
say. Common sense is a fear answer. And trasum. Thank you. Oh, you say anything I make say yeah, we should roll over now. You wait me actually. Yeah, President Kufuor no can assembly. Or see. The Ghanaian is pretending to be working.
Okay.
And the government is pretending to be paying. Consequently, single spine salary structure at the buyer. Say you bet me abwa. Now the pretense no embamu. But the Ghanaian worker must also be condemned. When I was working within the then Internal Revenue Service, my direct boss was Kojo Owusu Ansa. Okwe Jumamu 5 minutes late, you will get a query. For coming late, why disciplinary action should not be taken against you for coming to work late. Say, a Jumasha say 8 o'clock, no, and say you should get to work at 8 o'clock. What it actually means is that you should go to the office, put your things together, and then 8 o'clock you start work. Yeah, I move around. Yeah, Ukokrum. Go to most of our departments and agencies. 9 o'clock, Onyambaye, Ofra, Minamkwanso, Meba. There is no pressure whatsoever to let somebody go to work. In fact, all Banono dream say, ne lorry fair crampono, and so. Inti, say, Ofi, Amasamai and Obejuma were ministries are. Obetimi afaka ebejuru achimota. Then the rest of the journey, the person will do by foot. Such circumstances, how do you expect the people to get to office early? Because we pretend that we are working. But when you know what historical accounts say, Yakwajiye to say the IMF, the World Bank, and now the Bretton Woods institutions, or more NASA or more maye, and now Munchre Yakwanya Yebetimi and manage our economies. So through the economic recovery program, the structural adjustments programs, we auctioned the Ghanaian interests to the Bretton Woods institutions. What did they advise? Sell off state holdings so that you can become richer. So we created Diversity Implementation Committee. And now, I'm happy that Dr. Tenkuran catch say Ghana for ye juma yen ketuya less than 500 Ghana cedis. We are almost 26% of the total labor force. 26%, yeah.
26% is the people in 2,000 and 5,000 who get paid.
When you read the story, read it fully.
So 26%.
Yes.
But you'll find that Nubia will be find the wife.
No, check. Read.
Okay, you go
it is 500 and 2,000.
502,855.
Yeah. They get paid.
And that's about 26%.
That's 25.99%.
Let's say
26%.
Oh, Carlos, you
have done well. Okay, you go ahead.
When we say me call the University of Choice.
UCC.
Of course.
UCC.
University of Choice.
So
why of choice?
A teacher for university.
Me used to me investing in now they miss.
Teacher for university.
I didn't study education, so I don't know whether it's for.
No, but formally when time I go university.
Now come formally and now kasisia.
Over says here they say.
Time I only want go university.
Hey. Yeah, I'm going to now. Let me move.
Yeah, oh, my men kazo. Yeah, almost 26% of the Ghanaian workers, Nipa Omutuya Senate, they earn less than 500 Ghana cedis. And na Oka say, next year, so more retirement monthly, they get about 300 Ghana cedis. Even that 300, Senate will have to pay them everything because SLIP has to subsidize the cost of operation and administration into Omudi Nina Emomo. This is an indictment.
It's an embarrassment, actually.
In fact, I like the choice of word. It's an embarrassment. Embarrassment. Say, this is the country that we pride ourselves in.
That's what Nsroma has made.
This is the country that President Akufo-Addo presides over.
Thank you. On that note, Mami Chete make a comment about community binafi. Yento aso. Matthew Techimenson, the Honorable Carlos has really spoken well, very well. No partisan biases. Keep it up, Honorable. And then Tom Haruna said, then Tom said, please Ghanaians, let's wake up and kick NPP out of power simply because they've destroyed the nature of our future, of our children's future. Auntie Tom Haruna so dear no. Hail Salasi, patriotic voices go. So regards to Honorable Alan Kwadwo Chairman saying the next president, what can save Ghana's economy now and the future is industrialization and better agricultural policy. Honorable Yebrenu Yasona Yenshe public opinion the new publisher they buy and they say relying on an Akufo-Addo Bawumia legacy while campaigning against Bawumia. We say we are lani we beka home unless you be say mon campaigning against Bawumia de but I say e bi mo ye na Bawumia de enuru ne so na Bawumia be ye den na den ade so na Akufo-Addo na aka abomu no mo ebu oman ya mo de ejina so say breaking the 8 no. Now on the front of NDC the informer say member NDC for delegating to Chacha na wo mon koto aba enyi Owura John Mahama omo yes o my inform so no na fire Boatinjan former organizer ene kasai
yeah me das na exe ka we crash start nanka
I thought it wants you.
But me na mantiase. O me no say majority tiase na ze me di me mantiase.
That will be late.
Sir. Oh.
Okay, we dey on time.
Yeah, one the point is say nipa o trust our opinion. In fact, me nim no dey but I think say on sua MPP abakoso bebre. Say we sua MPP abakoso mo a ya nanu ya na Aliyu Mahama be vice president. On the onye nipa. Aliyu Mahama ene Kufuor ene di akonya. Kufuor in fact Kufuor achievements that time. Any year campaign 2008 and the economy was so bubbly. We were living on a very strong
social
economy.
Studies teacher say buoyant economy.
Very, very good. Why would when it be at that time no one tifie na bank for be fie say be say kwaji loan. That was the kind of economy.
That time na misa minim.
That because me was investing in 80s so because invest 80s.
Me feel
that I call you UCC that will
yeah call university 70s
that
for yanka mas.
Okay 70 oh yeah enti say we betro
edi mo oka wo mo ana ye ma mo
jai wo mo nyese so we na na no
mo didi wo cafeteria
my main opinion no one
with jacket and
yenko kapable
no did 5 times a day
oka ho
me ka ho bi
na mo fi de kwara no ma go ti fe
ne ska no oh yeah say what is good for the goose is good for the gander. I just say being Sida. Aliyu Mahama was also a human being. Aliyu Mahama was a northerner. Aliyu Mahama was also a friend saying a very dedicated, committed and
Sabrede na mo candidatia no. Mo
call you. Obi anka bibi anti, obi akọ any campaign. And Akufo-Addo winning. Say the campaign says here.
Sabrede na dey na ye slogan.
Ye nim
no fitity.
Okay.
Ni enimu free titi, ni enimu alan free titi, yen go si wa. Mama kase me.
How many years ni? Embrace sisa.
Oh, mama ncho amre na entubin sisa na. MPP a problem pa ne say. Because of 30 plus years ago wilderness you know. Ama ye leadership no abebo so. Tirio. Empanifo na won finfi no betumi adi o man so bi adi president be yi no. Ebebo so. And until Saubasha in 2007, that's why we had 17 people standing. And yes, I want Pekelon, but now Emrina Kwakoban say, so I'm finding one Jima standia, age no a catch up with him. And the mass, I need to do it from President Kufuor to complete the point.
Share when we say off and I made in common and Mikasa said the Moya Nidia, I said Muboba Umia Gumbi. Na say yem fane said that no me obi kasa na nipa na kan se search so se baby so nteti a mu de mu ya na as ye the queue so ya san line enti enu so awde wu ni bi enti ti say fine mine owura samia oku na say obegina be kasa wo swa ne time nso enti ohun ne hu ti obetimi agina kora wo ma because ye be kasa wo swa twen na wo time obeso sa wo time obeso no enkan mabunu ne nhye
ya obi anu obeka kire se wo swa there. But younger same people, who say, because of Emridua, Yentuya Mabemuda, near wilderness, Nintino. Young penning for Mudi anymore, but be the president, I say, or be capable of occupying the Omodos. And so we have to clear that age group, TDU. And in Abaya Arias Ababete Consul, Yempo, Ababaye Ejao. And there are people who have been in this party all these years. Supporting from both front and back, making sure say MPP and when Munyama and as MPP want konono SCP up to this point, and their delivery, or performance in government and even outside government have been so strong up and until today. And to see a case, you be born in atra na yakwa kofa ebia mabunu di abasisi ya. Ede mintimi huase no be. In fact, this is what God gave us the problem in 1979. Pauli, the most elderly, and I said them only we Jebidan Koyi Buzia, Pauli was the most popular person in the party. I call about sa yen when you see ya a man in Sakusi form. We a politician of Ghana, we a MPP ni. Nasa we need the form. Nasa ought to be President Baumia, Vice President Baumia, only President of Ghana had that. Nasa winning politics. That man, that doctor, that professor would ever be a president in this Ghana ever. For now. Doctor. My friend, Mr. President, from 2017, my friend, Mr. President.
Okay.
He will certainly be a president in this country ever. But the point that opinion way, Alan has been around for a very long time. Alan is more elderly, and as when you saying about me. It started from 1998. Time one, President Kufuor and President Kufuor do standing on Sunyani. And penny for cheap President go to tell them, Kachen say, Unia penny, who age you outside. Mananko, Ukubia, with me about.
So,
about
age, and I dear Muamusha Mutimu say, way, your marketing, I be marketing. In fact, the first thing is our competence, you know. Obe to me aye chumano ansa na be marketing or a marketable so say na say oh we na next time
near what can you know almost standing in our was qualities.
Okay.
Can Japan war, Jogati war, President Vice President Baumia war.
Oh, their competence, their marketability.
Now Alan Chamati competences no bro what you can imagine. Ni world acclaim, not near microphone for no the exposure in this world. Don't forget, or your economist, or your lawyer, or your trade person, or your industrialist, or your BBA.
We have heard and seen. We have not seen the results of them.
Oh yeah, sure.
And you're on the side. Ghana will be by a way, or your lawyer knee way, or you say, but we were being why you say, but we'll buy you mush into a do baby cram for us. And your mama will phone to maybe cry. Into Mammy Missau, Alan Shamati, what will be? Mammy Missau says here, may say. Senkanya lunch Matian kamenu mienu anka Ghana ki adwen se ki bedmi asembo ka ibedmi ayeka akra Ghana ene e ga Ghana ha wontua duty wontua VAT eno aso watam sika kwa kura so kreska no atua car companies do cry coming up with a credit a friend saying system my questions to them here more personally na mabusi wom.
You be no makasa. And then 6 companies, 6 very prominent car companies in Ghana. On cars wa. Me who sa Suzuki Expresso na many anchi. You only Uber. Kambuno. And then Uber cars can buy old nyina no. Obi ato new one the Uber. And it's helping. Yeah, cars can see. I mean everything is being done here. Nissan. And the main question is for we need to form. Now they share what the man has delivered, what anybody can do. Vice President Ali, Vice President Bawumia, everybody knows say he has the competence to be a president. But yeah, Warren say
thank you.
Alan Chamatin is far more ahead in age and so many things. You punish show. Oma Alanko Waba.
Okay, Ben Restina, meba ho wo be come mo mienu die na bom. Oh, say wo de wo ya activist into be activist in the music. Enti won so be fa de hen ala de na so be ka say don't gamble with Mahama. Ya boatin jan.
Be ka ni nyina bom.
Enka o ka wo de men kan de.
Be ka ni nyina.
O se kan wo de no ka ne de pe.
And do me so am so make am here.
Yeah, to me and Johnny feel the fact to say Bawumia has been a very lucky person within the MPP fraternity. Beyond the MPP fraternity, within the Fourth Republican dispensation, Nipa, which been for 3 consecutive times, flag bearer at Fano as vice president. It means that apart from Bawumia. And the only reason consistently the president Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo take it as an initiative. Because they be all catch say the new day economy and Emmanuel take his decision. And now it makes him a very lucky person. Consistently, what you mean as opportunity winning from nowhere to somewhere. I mean, a very big opportunity. Never be something who said, and then given the situation of Ghana woman, just say, yeah, send your bear, you're my best son. Never be said, then you and I His Excellency Bawumia. I mean, that is the very fundamental question. Correct, but you found say on the issue of the economy.
Then rather the question will be thrown to your camp much bigger. That DMBM that come and penny that Mahama so befa because he has been vice, he has been president, he wants to be president again.
But the question I make can say, and Bawumia, you found say because he is an economist. I want him the economy muntina within this Fourth Republican dispensation he happened for 3 times to be the vice president until Womobenya Adekye. Inti so bibi economy na tete apansam there and not here konyem into ono so one nipa waye no adoye amboa no consistently say on with the reasons so betumi aboa with the economy and the economy na tete apansam or that's your vice president and the head of economic management team inti say OBB and then also to convince the good people of Ghana to convince MPP for because no more problem one o for bibi a ye ka omo nsaba enye de and the MPP for ntumi nkasa okrom ha onye BBCC and emwa then they can be convinced say Oba or the baby for but apart from that there is nothing to say about it. Me say obi ebuza say legacy ben and your campaign on some legacy ni ne keka ho na ye wi a ye say yen Bawumia mfi legacy ben Bawumia na Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo Magana apart from corruption, nepotism, galamsey, retrogression in our economy. That is the legacy. And una obia candidate bia. So if this is the legacy of Mopi say Omodebeko campaign 2024, then we are waiting for them. Let us see what would happen. Media candidate bia say in the MPP primary say na say Alan na ibe emerge say or a winner. Every political party will go back to the drawing board. Because I also more some strategy. But if Bawumia emerges, it's business as usual. Then we'll continue that way and then finish it by the end of 2024. Now back to
Why then shouldn't you be happy that Bawumia
me I'm not happy. I'm very happy. I'm very happy. Then I make I will prefer to Bawumia because if they should take someone and ask Obi to say Alan, then every political party will go back to the drawing board to re-strategize. And it will take resources and time. And the Bawumia and the bad end, then we will continue like that. We will know what to say. We will know what to tell Ghanaians, and Ghanaians will understand the reason why Bawumia should not lead this country, because he has not fulfilled the promises of Nwankasa. If by now Uncle now apologizing like what former President Kufuor did when he was hit with the reality, then we will say that, oh, Nipa obetimi asakra. But he's continuing somehow canana or twice then you will realize that Onankasa nim the feeling of the ordinary Ghanaian idea the man so on na ya sa koto abama. Now back to ye papa anasa ye nua ya boatinja efa the gambling me de me gidi say asem no that premise no kra no enye premise bi a obetimi build be reasonable on. The only reason our kasa no say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ebegdi only 4 years inti so 4 years they are na gambling mesre busa your papa offer ya ojan emra na Odi Mills nim former President Mills the late na onya ejuma ni biye omo no mo we nim ekwetia former President Wallace ne ne ekeka ho no samre no na how many years no officer Mills beko no officer Mills beko 8 years Mills otume 4 years went we so then there is no justification in the fact to say because enyo and okra obi ne yebezai ne life and I said ne future any ade obetimi aye. Besides that nipa wo ka chere say obetumi akọ for 8 years no yento abama no characteristics are me ye papa the former President Mills ekura no ono so kura bi old age ni nyoma bebre. So in other words men kasa ebesi
competence no
that is the only thing I work on. What competence? John Dramani Mahama was the head of the economic management team at Ghana Integrated Financial Management Systems. And bibi. On the head of the economic management team. So what competence again? What competence bro say nipa betimi busia 120. Now what to me dia and then obiaji move 570 something billion on to me what competence again? What competence beyond the experience that John Dramani Mahama
Ben Pacho show mummy no dey na said ya be kan na yempon.
Oh, say Saturday na NDC for mobile beto aba.
I am primary.
I have no doubt say President Mahama will emerge the victor.
Okay.
And there is no debate about it. The other persons are indeed good candidates, but so share the scheme of things are within the NDC. No, it's a Herculean tax. Say ebetimi anya 2-3%, but it's a contest, and I wish them well. Okay. Parliamentary primaries, probably is one of, in my opinion, a very dangerous thing that the NDC has decided to do. The NDC is suffering in Parliament, either because their members are not solid and united.
Okay.
Moko primaries, enyo munyina no mubekutimia akodi nkunim. Inti omwa omundi nkunim, when they come back to Parliament, they are preparing for their retirement, so to speak.
Okay.
It will be difficult to cut their loyalty for the NDC stance on issues. And that is why sometimes you want to believe in the New Patriotic Party. Say they segregated the presidential primaries, far remote from the parliamentary primaries, such that the Omobetimi Ekita Omo party in parliament, giving them some hope, and then they can still rely on them. At the end of the day, when some of them do not get elected to represent their party in 2024, it will be difficult to say yebaba parliament na yeba betwaba na as we have been omoke kakeka say sika kakra yeba then policy bi bana NDC say yan jintum na me aminim say member parliament bium no na me so makogina say me jintum. It will be difficult for the NDC to have that united front going forward. I wish the NDC very well. Whatever informed that decision, they should go ahead with it. In the case of Bawumia, I would have thought that the Vice President will do an introspection. Near President Akufo-Addo ekama ewiase nyina agi Bawumia tum, ena near Bawumia ankasa ekanye, and they say he was an economic wizard. That time no, ya say o share mo tapes bi mu a. I sat here and I make her say Say, ba economy move on the NPP. I'm surprised that they are parading Bawumia as the economic wizard. Because ne will nipa to say Konadu Akpraku. You will nipa to say Osafo Mafo, who did yeoman's job at the time at the NPP had only 66 members in parliament. Omoko almost every university, baby every space, and omochre economy, asem Emma Ghana Fonina. And that made them, from 66, they were able to get majority in the year 2000 to come into parliament, to form government. All of a sudden, mwe yiwe munyina ama, and amoka se Bawumia is economic wizard. And the challenges of the economy is the time we need a wizard and a witch to solve the problems of this country. We don't hear the vice president talk about the economy and how to profess solutions to the economy. We hear the vice president talking about digitization and ICT. That is far remote from the economy.
It is part of building a strong
I'm talking about why now ICT Niho when Bawumia took about the issue of the economy. Now ICT Waho, and who said that it is Vice President Bawumia that brought about this? Maybe I'm a meeting. Presidential support mostly have tended to be the nemesis. President Kufuor, no, that be Mamisha CMF President Rollins and Yatta Mills. The Suede Road Declaration became the nemesis of the NDC and Yatta Mills.
Now declaration is support, say. Declaration the way na me peno, but support the only name. But be o wasie as what tiny China na mente. And na mente brofo.
Chino the brofo no so many on echo school back.
Mente.
Na your communication skills no.
Mente.
Omo perfect. Mente. Enti wo share declaration na Rollins edema Yatta Mills. Na your support and Rollins edema Yatta Mills.
But you see, no, he held his hand and said that vote for this one. But who has declared, say, and I ain't kind of plain, has President Akufo said that media Bawumia, baby Ojembe Bakasa on support you, Bia. That's what he says.
But there is no record that just said Bernardo Akasa on support you. There is no such record.
Me say, oh, Dabio, may you one with an answer.
Okay.
Perfect one. Not President
Kofi, you want with an answer.
With an answer. A perfect one. Share President Akufo. Not Obien himself supported Alan Chermantin. In the lead up to the 2007 presidential primaries. But a year or baby, I'll say that be only the unsupported Obia. But the actions and inactions of the president actually say not utter Alan Chermantin.
Okay.
At the end of the day, the presidential support became the nemesis of the Alan Chermantin and the New Patriotic Party. When Timmy and Dinkunim.
Okay.
Enti, baby, I'm eternal. If I were Vice President Bawumia, this is the time I would distance myself from President Akufo-Addo. Because President Akufo-Addo baby, no, President Akufo-Addo virtually distanced himself and allowed Ninuya Gabi Ochiridakono to take President Kufuor on some of the policies that, in their opinion, affected the economy of Ghana and the functioning of the New Patriotic Party. Gabi, go and check the records of Gabi in the Statesman. Or you sue the statesman to attack President Kufuor and the legacy that he was leaving, and it didn't work. At the end of the day, what we were told is that President Akufo-Addo or delay no more ache yenemuno efrititi, and that was the campaign slogan. Time dia lunch, remember Tembeba no say that be unyanyi tite Akufo-Addo yenim Akufo-Addo frititi. And now what is the new slogan for New Patriotic Party? Say Vice President Bawumia yenim no sesia inti omo yenim omo frititi yene omo ye adwuma no, they have no role to play until the year 2008, right? Who knew that Bawumia was a member of the New Patriotic Party? Me say o cite example of Samuel Oku. From day one, as an infant, Samuel Oku had indicated his commitment to the New Patriotic Party and worked for the New Patriotic Party at lower levels and graduated to the top. And to say Samuel Oku into any campaign, nobody would doubt Samuel Oku that he had played his role. But not in the case of Vice President Bawumia. Tell me that until 2008, when President Akufo-Addo nominated and was confirmed by NEC, say he becomes the running mate.
Doesn't matter time or become
it matters. It matters because that is what they used to get Edu Buahini elected. Okay. That is what they used to get President Kufuor elected. That is what they used to get Akufo-Addo elected. How come that today somebody is saying that we cannot use the same ladder that we used to climb to the top, that we should push it away?
Meda say yenye nkajebi china ye beto aso penny o kasetra twe Bernard Mona or a political activist enadia oteben wajini coat ne shirt fita fefeno Honorable Carlos Kingsley Ahinkra or ye MP Moman from Watema West on the or ye pro Alan or yin na no na campaign platform so enya asem ketwa and Alhaji Mohammed Naziru I do so work on no
candidate. The best candidate in all this is Governor Adekye Ajapong.
Oh,
I think that he's a fantastic young man.
A time do so no about your candidate. Alhaji Mohammed Naziru, a former national communications officer, NDC Zongo Koko, so no so dear or a strong Mahama mind, say Mahama boy and so into no so baby Ujina and Ujine. Mutirim kwa o mama bye pacho Honorable Carlos Ahinkra me PSC kwadwa moatin se obeye steady e wo me ho nti maka chokwadwo maka kire no odi me ho agro be unse me wo mema gumechi na Vivian Mills o Mount Olivet Methodist sorry asida team foni nyina Nana Joe Fabian Edamano ma happy birthday Vivian odi me dedodo Miles Mills, happy birthday to you. And Faustina Udro, Ura, ene yaw and cry ewo UTV despite her. And ne yaw would dance. Sister Fausti, happy birthday. Nyami Inshawo. And Mr. Anderson, yes, hashtag Team Boss, the CEO, OUCL Facilities Management Services. Also, ne yaw would happy birthday Nyami Shirawo. Anastasia Entry or Broadcasting Think Ahead Supermarket also happy birthday Yao Mensa ena Emma happy birthday ti Nyami Enshiramu nyina pacho mame nkoso ana Azela se ewo matadi me blazer fefefe okwa Azela obesotil 0244155266 ena mitine so ye Tili Heji H okwa ojolu obeboama kama want me anko your home service 0244808730 pacho nyame adumo china Adekye Nsroma besia ba yakramu monko